What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to be going into the Void campaign. Still haven't really tried any of these bosses yet, because I know 6-1-2 is like a ridiculously strong wave. We'll get to it eventually. We'll also be getting into the Hollow game mode a little bit later, too. I don't think anybody's even gotten anything done just yet. Immediately getting greeted by Holmes Young is a dirty way to play the game, DH games. And of course with Sherlock's you can't CC them. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up against this boss because it seems like this invasion boss might be a little easier. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to we're gonna try to use our method that we actually, I think having the healing from her is actually kind of good. We're gonna try to do the Demon Bell method, see if it works out with two big damage dealers in the back row. It might work, it might not. I probably should have changed the monster too, but they are faster than us, so hyperspace on our Island Mock playing a huge role, giving us tons of shields so we don't even take any HP damage, which is really cool. We'll have to see. If the bosses don't have reflect damage, this could be really easy. Holy cow, the first one was a joke. So immediately, we're already ranked 467. Nice. Sadly, we can only do 3 of these a day, so that must mean everybody is clearing out the first 3 bosses, and it looks like just the first couple are easy enough that people with only a couple Transcendence Heroes might be able to get this done. Now, I don't know the unlock condition technically. I don't know if you have to have been at least 1-1, the first boss, at least one time. However, this one seems really simple in comparison. I mean, it does look like it is a very, very easy clear. God, the counterattacks take freaking forever nowadays. And there we go. Does seem like the real, I guess, contest is going to come in the form of after today, because again, it does seem like just about everybody has the total points the same. It's just Jesus was the first one to do it, probably the second the update went live. And honestly, I imagine we'll probably get to like 5 to 7-ish before it starts ramping up in difficulty, similar to what we had experienced with the last one. Already the enemies at this one seem a lot stronger. There's some crowd control. You saw our Lord Fear Asmin getting petrified right there. We'll have to see if he gets an active off, because he is the biggest damage dealer after all. The fact that the bosses are going, or enemies are going before us, does mean silences and things like that will take place. But the nice thing is, this one, I think we're gonna be able to clear much further, because as you guys see, most of our HP bars are just solid. It seems like this boss is more of a crowd control boss, whereas the last one had the reflect damage mechanics. So it seems like each different chapter is going to have a different theme to the boss, it seems like. And based on that will be how difficult or easy they were. Honestly, I think a lot of people might be able to clear 1 or 2-10 much higher than even 1-8 on the previous boss, just because you needed so much healing for your team to survive. And we get a big active right here from Vulcan. We get Lord, I mean, I think we get a round 5 win. I think, because we of course have energy feed, which is just amazing. Tons of energy going everywhere. We have destiny transitions everywhere, and we got the kill. So yeah, we got the same amount of levels here. Vulcan putting in a ton of work, which is really, really cool. Puts us at, yeah, still 467 in the rankings, because everybody seems to have gotten through this one much easier than it was for this first boss. And again, like I said, we still have this team. It looks like oh, that really sucks. I was wishing you'd get 3 challenges per chapter day, but you only get 3 total per day. So I can't go ahead and progress through there and then continue to try here. That is very interesting. Very, very interesting. So with that, we now just generated a lot of resources. Again, if we come back to this boss right here, you'll see we generated what, 68, 60, 52. So that's math time, Barry. 60 plus 70 plus 52 Yeah, it's that many because I don't want to do the math right now. I think it's like 180-ish. Not no 160-ish. No, something like that. I don't know. We've also got a lot of Aurora gems, which they're not going to help us that much right now because as you guys will see, if we go to try to Destiny transition, we can now make 5 additional Aurora gems, which is absolutely amazing. We can get that taken care of. However, that's not possible because even though we now have that, we cannot do it because we have to level up our overall transition temple first. We've been talking about this in a bunch of videos this week. You can't go super wide on your heroes just yet. You have to still focus on individual ones. And as you guys saw in the last video, if you want to go right to the transition temple, you can go to here. We need 2 of these to be maxed out at level 100 and maybe even progress them into chaos from surge, because the second you get to a 2-star, you are now considered surge, whereas you see here still origin 100, whereas these heroes are surge level 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into this tree. Loader for Aspen still kind of like the most useful hero overall. This is not going to be nearly enough because we only have about 200,000 of the scattered spirit vein. We're going to have to progress him, and then we're going to have to progress probably like our Doom Terminator Vulcan, which means this is going to take a while. Now, thankfully, hopefully, we might get our first Chaos hero tomorrow when we get our additional attempts, because we got to level 72, and that's just on the back of what we had a little bit saved up, as well as what we just got today. It's about like 30,000 per, so if we go 30,000, 3,000. So even if we do like 3,100 just to like highball it here, multiply that by an additional 27 more upgrades, we need about 83,000 additional scattered spirit vein potentially to finish out surge right here. And my hope is that these levels are going to help us out. This one right here already has 76, so if we can get through 4 and 5, that means we'll have our first Chaos hero, which is cool. And then we'll have to see how much further we can progress. This one, again, it feels really, really, really easy. I feel like we might even be able to put another damage dealer on this team and not go for like as full support mode. We're still going for crazy, you know, PvE damage scenarios where I rebuilt her basically so that we can get the extra effects on evolutionary factor, granting it to our allies. We're literally going in melodic strings with 4 demon bells. This should be doing one of the best damage outputs possible. However, we can probably optimize it further, and we might have to. Last but not least, if you guys have this unlocked, so this is a weird situation I'm in where I actually don't have an account that has cleared chapter 1 yet, that like hasn't killed the boss here. If you've cleared through chapter 2 and you somehow have not actually beaten difficulty 1 boss, please leave a comment down below and let me know if you're able to challenge difficulty 1 boss on the 2nd chapter. So again, just to reiterate, you've beaten all of chapter 2, you're into chapter 3, but you haven't been able to beat a single node here. Let me know if you can attack here. I'd love to hear it and share that information with the community so we know a little bit better about the unlock statistics and how it works. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.